friends, today on At Laura's Table, I'm going to show you how to make a turkey breast in the Instant Pot using a Cajun compound butter. Let's get started. To make the compound butter for our Instant Pot turkey breast, we want 8 ounces of softened salted butter, and to that, we are going to add 2 tablespoons of Cajun seasoning. This is my own blend. There will be a recipe that you can print on my website for this. 6-ish cloves of chopped garlic, 2 teaspoons of fresh chopped thyme, and a teaspoon of red pepper flake. And we want to mix this until it's well combined. We're going to rub this compound butter underneath the skin of our turkey breast. It's going to add a ton of flavor and a ton of moisture. Once you get this well combined, we're going to move on to our turkey breast. So now's the time for us to put our compound butter underneath the skin of our turkey breast. I have defrosted my turkey breast since mine was frozen, and I have washed and dried my turkey breast. We just made our compound butter, and I'm going to put gloves on to put the compound butter underneath the skin of my turkey breast. You want to take your hands and separate the skin from your turkey breast. You can do this on a whole turkey as well, but since we're using our Instant Pot, we don't have room for a whole turkey. And you want to get a big handful of this compound butter and you want to shove it up underneath this skin and start pressing it up as far up in there as you can get it. We have a lot of butter, but this is our flavor for our turkey breast. It's going to be so good. Let's get some more. If you happen to have an injector for a turkey, like for deep frying, that's also a great thing to do before you put your turkey in the Instant Pot. But I wanted to make a video that anyone could do in their home kitchen. So we're going to use a compound butter today. This is a little messy. This is why I wanted to use gloves. We're going to rub this on the outside too, but we want to trap as much of this yummy deliciousness under the skin as we can. We want the moisture and the flavor. Start rubbing this. You get the idea. We want to shove this up underneath the skin on these breasts. I'm going to put some inside the cavity. Fill that in as well. I have my vegetables cut up here. I have 3 stalks of celery, 3 carrots. I have an onion quartered. I have 2 bay leaves, and I have some chicken stock. Since I have an 8-quart Instant Pot, I have to have at least 1.5 cups of liquid. I'm using chicken stock. You can use whatever you think will add the most flavor to your gravy in the end. You can use medium-bodied beer if you'd like. You can use wine, whatever you happen to have on hand. I'm going to rub this all over this bird and get ready to put it in the Instant Pot. So we're ready to load our Instant Pot with our turkey breast and our vegetables. First, place your trivet in the bottom of your Instant Pot. If you have a basket, you can use that as well. Then you want to add your 1.5 cups of chicken stock or your chosen flavored liquid. We want something with flavor. Now, I want to add a couple of my vegetables I'm gonna add them on each side so we have a little way to stack up and prop up our turkey breast. Now I'm gonna carefully add my turkey breast that has its Cajun compound butter. See how it's getting those indentions on it from where I stuffed the butter underneath the skin. Then just add your chunks of vegetables. Don't forget your bay leaves. Just shove them wherever they'll fit. This makes it so delicious. Now we're gonna put our lid on tight. Make sure it locks and seals. When you're using your Instapot for your pressure cooking, you wanna make sure your valve is set to sealing and that your pop-up sealing valve is down and that it's in working order. So let's set our Instant Pot to cook our turkey breast. So for my turkey breast, which is 5 pounds, we want to cook the turkey breast for 5 minutes for each pound of turkey breast and add an extra 5 minutes. So my turkey breast will need to cook for 30 minutes and then will naturally release for 20 minutes. So I'm going to select the meat and stew option and cook my turkey breast for 30 minutes. If you do not have a meat and stew option, just make sure that you're cooking on a high pressure setting and allowing your Instant Pot to naturally release for 20 minutes. Then we will finish in the oven for 3.5 minutes on broil to crisp up the skin. So my 5-pound turkey breast has been cooking in the Instant Pot for 30 minutes and we did a 20-minute natural release. So let's check it out. Gosh, that smells good. So I'm gonna take it out and move it to this sheet tray, and I'm gonna show you how we finish it. I'm gonna brown this in the oven under the broiler for about 3 minutes, but I wanna prop it up just a little bit so that it cooks more evenly. So we'll see how this goes. So I made a little bench for it to rest on with that aluminum foil ball. And I made this browning oil, which is olive oil, salt, and pepper. And I'm just gonna baste this on here real quick. Rub this on this skin. Now when you're using the broiler on high, don't walk away or you'll have an extra brown, maybe black and crispy bird, and this tastes so good, promise you, you don't want to do that. I always use my timer when I'm using the broiler because I'll get distracted in the kitchen and do something else, and then I've walked away and then it's burnt. So let's get this in the oven. I've already got my broiler turned on. I'm gonna put this in. And I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. Looks beautiful. So I browned my turkey breast for 3.5 minutes on high broil, and I turned it with about 1.5 minutes left. I hope you can see how that browned that skin up nice and crispy. Can you hear that? It could have stayed in 30 seconds longer, but I didn't want to run the risk of over browning. This needs to rest for about 20 minutes before you carve it, which means we have time to make the gravy. Let's carve our turkey breast and have a taste. So you want to cut down along the center breastbone and get this whole turkey breast out on one side. Oh, look at that steam. See, we really are cooking here. I'll scoot this out of the way a little bit, if I can keep from scooting my whole cutting board. I'm gonna cut myself a slice. I'm gonna cut it here. It's easier. I'm gonna miss all that flavor. Get a little gravy. Perfect. Let's have a taste. This is an amazing punch of flavor. If you or one of your family members finds turkey bland or boring, this Cajun compound butter adds such a kick of flavor to this turkey breast, you'll never find turkey bland again. I highly recommend this recipe. It's so juicy. Make the gravy. It's delicious even if you don't love gravy. I'm not a gravy girl personally, but this is the perfect combination. It makes your Thanksgiving prep so simple and easy. You could even make 2 of these and it'd take less than a quarter of the time it'd take you to cook a conventional whole turkey. Go to my blog, www.atlarstable.com. You'll find the printable recipes. You can go on YouTube. I guess you've already found this video. Like it, follow my page so that you can get updates for new videos. And I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving.